Hey Boondockers, you ever wondered how to take the hour shower to the next level? I've got an idea. Stay tuned. Boondockers, the hour shower started off being a much more automated version I designed for my own rig. My version, of course, included the shower function along with propane and solar hot water heater option and the option to reuse the shower water to wash my solar panels and my RV with a pressure washer. Then I decided to design a simpler version for other boondockers before I went ahead and finished up the more complex version. And that, of course, led to the production of the first video. However, before I get into the automated version, I wanted to make a couple of comments on the hour shower in general. First, how to reduce the soap buildup in the water filter using Epsom salt. Epsom salt or magnesium sulfate or hydrated, let me get this right, hydrated MgSO4 easily dissolves in water. Soap, also being a salt, also dissolves easily in water. And however, when they're mixed together, the magnesium in the Epsom salt combines with the anion in the soap to form magnesium soap, which is insoluble, or it cannot dissolve in water, and therefore, in our case, it will float to the top of the sump, keeping the filter clean much longer. Also, the part of the magnesium salt, which is as much as 250 microns in size, that could enter the sump will become trapped by the 80 micron sock surrounding the sump. And finally, should any magnesium salt actually enter the sump, it would be trapped by the 20 micron water filter, thereby keeping the water free of soap. Therefore, I recommend adding about a teaspoon of Epsom salt to the water prior to taking a shower. The becomes more filled with magnesium salt over time. Slowly increase the amount of Epsom salt for every shower. Now I wanted to speak about the health benefits of Epsom salt to address any concern about it as an additive to shower water. Epsom salt has been used for medicinal properties since the 1700s. The magnesium in Epsom salt is responsible for regulating over 300 different enzymes, minimizing swelling inflammation, assisting in nerve and muscle function. In fact, it could take hours to list all of the positive properties that is involved with Epsom salt. It helps from everything from migraine headaches to aches and pains to removing toxins from the body. I would encourage everyone to familiarize themselves with Epsom salt before using it. Now on to the automated version. If you are interested in permanently building this into your RV, here is a plumbing and electrical diagram. Okay, and here's how to integrate this into your current plumbing system. How the hour shower works is the water flows into the shower basin from a shower head, okay, and after you add this knife switch into the gray tank drain, okay, then you also have to add a T into your propane hot water heater, okay, and you install a different type of the P-trap. It's one with a clean out. Okay, so what happens then, the water goes into the shower basin. This switch, this knife valve is closed, and so the water goes down the P-trap through the water filter, through a DC solenoid valve and to the pump. The pump then pumps it through a thermostatic mixing valve, which just regulates the temperature and makes sure the temperature is consistent, and then it goes on out back to the shower wand again. And and so this is how it basically recirculates. What happens in the heat exchanger part is the thermostatic mixing valve. If the water is still too cool here, it'll allow the water to go through the heat exchangers, okay, and to maintain that. And once the heat is to a certain point, then the water will redirect, away from or around the heat exchangers, and then return to the shower wand. Okay, the heat exchangers, there are two of them. One of them it gets its heat source from your propane hot water heater in your RV. The second one can get its heat source either from a solar hot water heater panel on your roof, or you could also install that heat exchanger into your cooling system of your rig. Right. And so, either one of these heat exchangers can be on. Both of them don't have to be operational. One will simply just bypass right straight through the other one. So when your shower is over, you flip everything runs off of a single double pull, double throw, on, off, on switch. Okay. And so you switch it from shower to drain. And what then happens is this solenoid valve opens. Okay. This solenoid valve stays open, and then the solenoid valve to the shower closes. And so then the pump then pumps the water in the shower, all the water in the system, into an aux water tank, for you to be able to use later as a wash down source to wash your RV or wash your solar panels using this pump. If it once the aux water tank is full, then there's an overflow that'll just overflow the remaining water, out of harmlessly out onto the ground. Okay, so with this system, then this is all you need to know to be able to install a automated system into your RV using a single switch, and you can switch from shower to drain and then back to the off position once all the water has drained into the aux water tank. Okay, and so that's all of that. I just want to iterate one more thing, and that's the use of soap. Okay, the type of soap that you use. Actually, it's important that you use a biodegradable soap. The purpose of this system is to be able to use the shower water to either wash your rig with, or use some other use, or you can simply use it to put out a fire. Okay, so because the shower water is going to eventually end out onto the ground as groundwater, you want this to be a biodegradable soap. Secondly, biodegradable soaps have much less salt content, and therefore there'll be much less sudsing action, as well as it will take your water filter will last a lot longer before it fills with magnesium salts, from the conversion of the Epsom salt. And so just to keep that in mind, it's very important to use only biodegradable soaps in this system, because of what you're going to be doing, both because of what you're going to be doing with the water afterwards, and because it will allow the water filter to remain operational much longer. Okay, and so with that, I thank you for watching my videos. I ask you also to share this video with anyone that you think might benefit from the hour shower. Everyone knows some people who, they're living in their car, they're living in their van, they're living in a travel trailer, whichever. If they're boondocking, they need to conserve water, and anyone who needs to conserve water and still be able to enjoy the health properties of benefits of a shower every day needs the hour shower available to them. So I thank you in advance for sharing this video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I wish you happy camping. Goodbye. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and found it helpful. I want to thank you for watching every one of my videos. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll do my very best to answer them as quickly as possible. There's always room for one more out here. I'll see you then. I'm gone boondocking.